Hey guys, Russ here. Diagnosed with ALS 321 2019. Just wanted to give some updates of what's been going on. I know it's been a whole nother month since I had my last video, so just trying to keep these things rolling, maybe get some other videos started. But the newest progression for me, I still my hands continue to get weaker. I have some my atrophy on my thumb. I don't know if you can see this part very well, but this is definitely caved in quite a bit here in my hand. Also on the outside of my hand here, this is atrophied pretty bad, and so it's pretty flat. My thumb also right here, this part's pretty flat also. So the atrophy keeps happening in my hands, and they keep continually getting weaker. Just to hold on to things, I keep dropping stuff all the time. I'd say that's the biggest thing I've noticed so far. I did go out to California, Irvine, and had a bone marrow harvest. I'm gonna throw some little videos that I took along the way. This first video that's up is right before I went in to have the surgery. So I'm here at UCI getting ready to have my bone marrow harvest, and a little nervous, but feel good for the most part. Hope everybody's having a good day. I'll start filming again after the procedure's done. Then, after my surgery, though, I was quite fatigued. Pretty much went back to the house. I also, when I was under anesthesia, though, I didn't have any way to not keep from cramping, and my calves had cramped up so bad when I was in there. So when I came out of anesthesia, my calves were so tight. It took me like 3 days to actually work that pain out. You'll see here in this video, my wife removing the bandages. All right, guys. Hey, so we have no idea what this looks like underneath this bandage, so we figured that we would film it. So I'm gonna take my shirt off. Hopefully you guys can handle it, and and go from there. What's that?
Mm-hmm. You just face forward. You'll be able to see in a minute.
Okay.
Does that hurt?
No. Just a stickiness.
That hurt, huh? Alright, let's do this. Let's keep it more like this. Right there.
Guess they didn't shave me.
Why, can you feel it?
Oh, yeah. Ah. Oh.
Okay. You okay?
Yeah.
Oh, you can barely even see him.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, that's bleeding. Alright. So do we pick it up and...
Yeah, go ahead.
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, looks like 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And they're bleeding. One more band-aid and we're done. your band-aid up.
Yeah.
Do you want to go look in the mirror?
So really in this whole thing, so I'll tell you about my anesthesia. So when they put me under, get rid of this light. They told me they were going to give me the drug. So they took me back to the room and I was in there for maybe 5 minutes, and they told me that they were gonna give me the drugs to put me under the anesthesiast. And so as soon as they started administering the drugs, it kind of felt a little cold. Like I could feel the coldness going into my vein. And soon after that, I started to feel like I was starting to sink in the bed, and right after that, their voices started changing. Kind of had like a shing on the end, so when they would talk, it kind of sounded like metal. And then I was out. I do remember I was dreaming, but I can't remember what the dream was. And then they woke me up, and it was super hard for me to breathe. And I think it was because they had just pulled the tubes out of my throat, because I was under for about 2 hours or an hour and a half. Sorry. And my throat's still sore right now. But they had pulled the tubes out, and I remember I was kind of gasping for air. And at that moment, my back was hurting a little bit. But after just a little bit, I didn't really feel any pain in my back. My back has not bothered me for the rest of the day. I took a nap probably about 4 o'clock. And then you just seen us remove the bandages. But man, bone marrow harvest down. So now I just have injections, and we'll have to see how those go. My next injection isn't until February 26th. So I'm looking at a little over a month away before I have my first injection. And yeah, all exciting stuff. Hopefully I get the medicine. But they say that I won't actually know if I get the medicine for about 4 weeks. But that's by what people say on Facebook groups. So I really don't 100% know how soon I would start feeling things. The nurses say that you won't feel anything. You'll just not progress anymore. So I'm not 100% sure how any of it works. So hopefully I don't see any more progression. But if I see some good results, that'd be cool too. But it's not really up to me. It's up to the computer system. And then on the way home after we had the surgery, so I don't know if any of you have ever been out to California, but the 91 onto the 215 is ridiculously bumpy. My wife was really worried about my hips hurting from the truck bouncing so much. So here's a little clip of the truck bouncing. So I just wanted to make this quick video of the 91. I can't do that because it's so rough. My wife's really worried about my back, but it's not too bad. I'm not actually hurting anymore on this road that is so bouncy. I just want to thank you guys for watching. I'll continue to keep making these videos. Hopefully I can think of some new ideas to get some other videos out here. I was thinking about putting my RV in some. This is my RV behind me. It's a Big Country by Heartland. It's 42-foot fifth wheel. I was thinking about making videos on how I get around in it, how my wife works in it, that sort of thing. But again, I appreciate everybody that's helped us out on this journey so far. You guys give me a different way to see the world and how beautiful, even more beautiful that it is. And I really appreciate that. But thanks for watching, like and subscribe.